In today's episode, we're taking a spine tingling journey to one of the most iconic and mysterious places in the world, Bran Castle in Romania. Famously known as the real life inspiration for Dracula's lair, Bran Castle has a history that stretches back to the 14th century, blending medieval legend, royal intrigue, and eerie tales of the supernatural. Today, we'll explore the fascinating history of the castle, connections to the infamous Vlad the Impaler, and the chilling paranormal experiences that have haunted the castle for centuries. So prepare to step inside the walls of this Gothic fortress, where the lines between history and legend blur, and where the ghostly whispers of the past may still echo through the hall.
I'm Sammi.
And I'm Nicole.
And we are Spooky Sleuths.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Welcome back to Spooky Sleuths. Today we are talking about Dracula's castle.
Yes, we love a good castle.
We do. Obviously, this paranormal episode is not on site.
No. Sometimes locations are too expensive for us.
And the trip to get there.
I would do it if I had the money. So subscribe.
All right, so let's talk about the history, though, because Bran Castle still has history, even though we can't go and investigate.
Yes.
The year was 1377.
I was only a couple years before you were born.
Shut the hell up. My goodness. Coming up my neck. But King Louis of Hungary was in power over Romania. The Ottoman Empire was expanding north, and King Louis needed something to stop them. So he ordered the construction of Bran Castle. When this order came down, the Saxons of Transylvania and Saxons of Brasov began working on it and did so until 1388. It's still weird that it's 13 because we talk about history all the time, like the 1800s, the 1700s. We rarely step back into the 1300s. It took them 11 years to build this massive structure. The castle was made completely of stone and is located on a cliff between Magura and... Please forgive all
This
my...
is why I'm glad you're reading this.
This is why Sammi offered to say, hey, you want to read? Yeah, okay. Forgive my pronunciations. But Delio Sital? Setalil? Nope, Setatil.
I thought it was Delulu.
I think it's Dilu? Dilau? I don't know. Anyways, I'll put it on the screen here. But it was between Transylvania and Wallachia. The castle was a symbol of power back then and served as a key military stronghold. Inside the castle, there are thick walls, narrow winding staircases, and secret passages throughout. The location had an old wooden fortress before construction began that was used by Teutonic knights in the 12th century. The castle saw its share of war battles during the 1400s and 1500s. From 1438 until 1442, it was used to defend against the Ottoman Empire. In fact, in 1441, the governor of Transylvania at the time, Janos Hunyadi, defeated a part of the Ottoman army at Bran Castle. Fast forward to 1530. We're in 1500s now. Sammi, this sucks. Moise of Wallachia, who was the voivode of Wallachia.
Okay, you told me to choose a European subject. A voivoda is a title for a military leader or governor.
Okay.
It may also refer to a Canadian metal band, a technology acceleration fund, or a Bulgarian leader.
I'm going with it's probably the military leader. But they sent an army to capture the castle. The army was unsuccessful as the Szleki shoulders defend. Oh my God. Dear sweet listeners, I am so sorry. This is horrible. Okay.
Clearly, we are not well versed in Transylvanian.
I mean, I am when it comes to Rocky Horror. Transsexual Transylvania, but not real Transylvania. The castle was even involved in World War II. It was utilized as a hospital during the war thanks to the Romanian Princess Ileana. While its original purpose was for a military outpost, over the years it will be used for customs and a residence for royal families. At one point, Bran Castle held 3% of all goods transferring in and out of Transylvania.
It was a bustling place.
I feel like, I know it's big, but that's a lot of items to be stored at one location.
Yeah.
Over the centuries, ownerships changed from Hungarian, Romanian, and Saxon rulers. Around the 20th century, it became the royal residence of Queen Marie of Romania. She completely renovated the castle to fit the royal tastes of the time. She was very involved with the renovations as she had a vision for the style of her home. Queen Marie was very into Art Nouveau and medieval themes and is a large part of the reason for the timeless and unique appearance.
It sounds beautiful.
It really does. The castle itself is filled with medieval architecture that blends Gothic and military defensive styles. It was built of mainly limestone and has high walls, a complex system of passages, and several towers that were used to defend the fortress. The towers are high and pointed, giving a fairy tale appearance. In the middle, you'll find a large courtyard surrounded by rooms. There was a secret passage discovered during renovation work. While it was likely a servant's passage, because we can't let the help be seen. It's kind of fun to think about royalty hiding out in secret passageways.
It is.
Like, let's go play hide and seek.
Can you imagine, Queen Elizabeth just hiding in a secret passageway? I can imagine her just standing there giggling. It would have been funny.
Yeah. They're like, hide and clap. You may be wondering where Vlad the Impaler connects to all of this. Vlad III, a.k.a. Vlad Dracula, ruled over Wallachia in the 15th century. He was brutal and became notorious for how he executed people. When he would execute his enemies, he would impale them with long wooden stakes. His enemies and his subjects were terrified of him, giving him the name Vlad the Impaler.
That makes sense. I did not know that.
It makes me think that he's also I think of hunting Dracula, with the wooden stakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that may be maybe that blended into the novel or whatever.
Right.
That kicked off the whole Dracula thing.
Yeah. Maybe. But that's what I think of as the wooden stake through the heart. While Vlad's territory stretched near Bran Castle, his primary location was in Ponari, in the mountains above the Argees River. It's all I could think of. It is believed that Vlad passed through the castle or even stayed at the castle during his reign. It is believed that he used the castle as a stopping point, like a hotel during his military campaigns. While there's no evidence that he ever lived in the castle or ruled from it, there is an association between the relentless ruler and the character Dracula from Bram Stoker's novel. Stroker.
Oh.
Stoker.
Well.
Stoker. Wow. Bram Stoker is a different kind of author.
Oh, wow. In case you wanted to know what kind of books Nicole reads.
Yeah. Just call me all the way out. It was implied. Dracula was based on Vlad the Impaler and the legends surrounding him. Essentially, the novel fused Vlad the Impaler with Romanian folklore, and bam, we got Dracula.
That's kind of cool, though.
I like it. In the novel, Bran Castle is referred to as Dracula's home. So, kind of like the real-life Dracula castle.
Yeah.
So let's talk hauntings, because of course it's haunted.
Right.
What castle wouldn't be, especially one used in wartime? The paranormal events in the castle span over centuries. Both visitors and staff report strange activity, including strange sounds, shadowy figures, and unexplained phenomena. One of the most well-known ghost stories is that of a woman in a white dress.
Of course she is.
Of course there's a woman in white. She is said to haunt the castle's tower. Some believe the spirit to be the ghost of a young woman who died tragically in the castle. That doesn't seem like it took a lot of creativity.
No.
To come up with that story.
We could come up with that story.
Some investigators believe she was betrayed by her lover. Others report that she was accused of treason.
Oh.
Join us for an unforgettable night of paranormal exploration at the Ross House.
Step into the eerie world of the unknown as Spooky Sleuths invites you to uncover the spine-tingling secrets of one of Ohio's most haunted landmarks. The Ross House.
This historic, atmospheric home has long been a hotbed for paranormal activity, and we're giving you the chance to experience it firsthand.
What's waiting for you? Glad you asked. A haunting history where you can discover the chilling stories behind the Ross House from our expert guides.
A hands-on investigation. Equipped with the latest ghost hunting gear, you'll explore the house's most active spots, from EVPs to potentially ghostly encounters. You'll witness it all. Also learn from our group how to investigate a location thoroughly and effectively.
Supernatural surprises. Expect the unexpected. The Ross House has a reputation for strange sounds, mysterious shadows, and unexplained movements. Will you make contact with the spirits that roam its halls?
A nighttime adventure. The investigation will take place after dark when the house is at its creepiest. Are you brave enough to spend the night with the spirits?
Limited spots are available. Don't miss your chance to experience one of Ohio's most haunted locations, up and personal.
Reserve your spot today before they sell out. The link is in the description.
She wanders the halls of the castle in her white flowing gown, and investigators often feel the sensation of sorrow and melancholy after encountering her.
I've never had a feeling and I'm like, I just feel very melancholy today.
Right.
I don't even know what that means.
Especially during an investigation, that's not how I would say I'm feeling melancholy. It's
right.
It's I feel a heaviness or
Is that what that means? I don't even know.
No, I'm just that's what I would say. I feel a heaviness or I
It feels
feel
really
anxious.
sad in here.
Yeah, not melancholy.
I'm very melancholy today.
It's a very odd way to describe it. Other reports tell of phantom footsteps echoing through the corridors late at night, as well as strange lights that flicker in the windows when the castle is otherwise dark.
That'd be kind of cool.
A lot of this would be kind of cool. I love the gothic look of castles anyways.
Yeah, this is a place where even if we got to go investigate there and nothing happened at all that night, it would still be worth going to because you get to see it, experience it.
And we could take so many cool pictures.
We could. Think of all the TikToks.
Right? Send us, guys. Come on. Another common spirit of Bran Castle is a monk. The legend tells that the monk was placed in the walls of the castle while still alive, and brick was placed to keep him inside the walls.
Oh.
That is horrifying. He apparently broke his vows, and this was his punishment.
That seems a bit extreme.
I don't think you broke your vows up. I'm going to board you up. Not even board you up, brick you up.
Right. Oh my gosh, at least kill me first. Jeez.
The monk appears in the old chapel and in narrow corridors. He is known to whisper to investigators, and some hear his footsteps coming down empty hallways. He will even place his cold hand on investigators, leaving them believing he's still looking for forgiveness for his sins.
That's kind of sad.
It is. Of course, my favorite thing is ghost children laughing, right?
I thought that'd be fitting no matter who wrote
Yep.
it. Who read it.
It is. Well, Bran Castle has those too. The legend tells the castle was once the site of a massacre during a siege. Many children died that day, unfortunately, and their spirits still haunt the grounds. Investigators report hearing the children laughing as if they are playing in the courtyards and gardens. Nope.
That's really sad and really creepy.
Yes. Some investigators can even see their shadow figures playing hide and seek in the trees.
No, thank you.
Count me out. We're done.
We don't do shadow figures or children laughing.
Absolutely not. In addition to these tales of spirits, some paranormal investigators have reported feeling an eerie presence in certain parts of the castle. They did not describe it as melancholy. The atmosphere in certain rooms, especially the dungeons and crypts, feel unnaturally cold and oppressive, leading some to believe that the spirits of the past still linger there.
Which, makes sense. We're talking about a, 700-year-old castle?
Where a lot of bad stuff happened.
Yeah, especially in a dungeon and crypt.
Like if
the crypt keeper. No, it's, I look like the crypt keeper.
Is that all?
Freaky Friday.
There we go.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah. I'll try to find that meme. Some investigators believe this is Vlad the Impaler causing the eerie feelings. I think it's probably just being in a gazillion-year-old castle.
Yeah, I don't think. Why would Vlad the Impaler haunt there if he only just like stayed there like a hotel?
Right. It's not like he had,
It don't make no sense.
I mean, there was some connection there, but not.
Not great enough to where he'd be like, I'm gonna spend my eternity there.
Perhaps the most chilling ghost story is connected to the castle's use as a military stronghold. During World War II, the castle was used by German forces
Wink, wink.
and later the Soviet Union, and many believe that the energy of those turbulent times still permeate the walls of the castle.
That makes sense. I mean, I could see that.
Definitely. The idea of the castle being a battleground of sorts filled with death and violence only adds to the sense of unease that pervades the space. I mean, it is. I could just imagine how eerie it would be.
Yeah.
And heavy.
It would probably be very filled with sorrow.
Yeah. Very melancholy.
What does melancholy mean? A feeling of pensive sadness, typically with no obvious cause.
So just like Eeyore.
Okay, so maybe every day I do feel melancholy. That was our word of the day.
Today, Bran Castle is one of Romania's top tourist attractions, which of course it is.
Yeah.
With over 500,000 visitors each year, it's a destination that draws people from all over the world eager to learn more about the castle's history and its ties to the Dracula legend. Which, in my humble opinion, seems like it's more because of the book.
Yeah.
Like, not actually Vlad the Impaler.
Right.
It's more so because of the setting.
The
of
connection that Bram Stoker
Yeah.
made.
Yeah. Stoker.
Stoker, I barely know her.
What? What is that?
Like people Poker, I barely know her.
What? The castle is open to the public for tours, and visitors can explore its many rooms, towers, and passageways. It is also a museum housing exhibits about the history of the castle, as well as artifacts related to the region's history and folklore. While the connection to Vlad the Impaler remains more myth than historical, the legend of Dracula lives on. The castle has become a symbol of both the fearsome ruler and the vampire legend that Stoker created. Whether you're a history buff, a fan of the supernatural, or just someone who enjoys visiting ancient landmarks, Bran Castle offers a little bit of everything. Bran Castle stands as a testament to Romania's rich history, filled with mystery, legend, and the echoes of the past. From its strategic military origins to its association with Vlad and the legends of hauntings and vampires, the castle continues to captivate the imaginations of people worldwide. So whether you believe in the ghost stories or not, there's no denying the power that Bran Castle holds as a symbol of Romania's turbulent past.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a place where history, folklore, and reality intertwine, creating a unique and unforgettable experience for those who visit. As you explore the mysteries of Bran Castle, one thing is clear: its story is far from over. The castle will continue to fascinate and inspire as it has for centuries.
Should we go buy a castle?
Yes. I don't know with what money, but
Like and subscribe.
we will buy a castle and throw a big party. I love
You all
a party.
can come. All right.
I leaned too hard.
All right. Well, that was fascinating. Make sure you give this video a like and comment is there a vampire emoji?
Yeah.
Comment a vampire emoji down in the comments if you made it to the end. Like, subscribe, and if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you're listening to this, if it's not on YouTube, make sure you rate and review and comment if you're on Spotify.
Head on over to Instagram and TikTok at Spooky Sleuths Pod. Give us a follow there. We're pretty active over there. Seems like TikTok's here to stay for now. So
For the moment.
And on that note, stay spooky, friends.